always grow what you want. You can't always grow what you want. You can't always grow what you want. Oh, but sometimes you grow what you need. Yeah. You grow what you need. You grow what you need. You grow what you need. All right, so welcome back to the channel. I wanted to sit down. It's real cold today, as you can see. I think we got another little freeze coming in. Today is what's today? Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. Perfect time to start thinking about your spring garden and what you're doing. I think that's why I wanted to sit down today and kind of talk to you. Take a little bit of your time, if you would so please, to lend me your ear, to talk about going forward as opposed to what you've done in the past and the way you've lived in the past or gardened in the past or planned in the past. The title of today's video is, you can't always grow what you want. Sometimes you gotta grow what you need. The few videos ago, I actually, the last few videos, we've actually talked about the idea of actually finding out things that grow well in your area. That's number one. And what I've realized is, it's best if you first and foremost, find out what grows best in your area. Whether you like to eat it or not, what I find is you get so many people on YouTube and you watch YouTube, and instead of look to YouTube as inspiration, you look into YouTube as direction. Don't do that. Don't do that. Of course, we've all done it, but YouTube is not meant for direction. It's just inspiration. It's help for whatever you want to do for your plans. And excuse me if it's a little breezy. What I watch is, I find, just looking in my comments, looking in comments of other videos, you'll get a person up in New York wondering, oh, what kind of citrus can I grow up here? Like, why? That's the first thing. Why? Okay, how about you grow the apples first? How about you plant the apples and the apricots and the pluots and all those things that probably grow really well there? Find some variety. I don't know how you do it, but find that variety of that thing that you love, instead of hoping that you was in California or Florida trying to grow citrus and star fruits and lemons and limes, okay? Same thing for a person that's in Florida. Even here in Louisiana, pears grow exceptionally well. But you know what don't grow well, or what doesn't grow well in Louisiana? Apples. I don't care. I've never seen a mature apple tree. If I have, I probably was real young. But I've seen multiple big, beautiful pear trees. Nobody wants to grow that. I don't eat pears. I want to grow apples. I don't know why we do this. But sometimes it's not about what you want. It's what you need. You need fruit trees. You need vegetables. You need some kind of protein source, whether if it comes from beans, right? A whole lot of beans. Or if it's gonna come from your chickens, your hens, your turkeys, those kind of small animals, not the big cows or the pigs, but small animals, small property, small homestead, and you can get a lot of it. Why not do what works best first? And this is something that you will look at the channel, God Spare My Life, as the season progresses. Yeah, you're gonna see citrus trees. They don't do well here where I am. I'm kind of a little bit central Louisiana, so they can make it, but I need a lot of input. But pomegranates, persimmons, pears, blueberries, figs, mulberries. That's a whole huge list of things. Peaches don't do well here, or plums, but the rest of your what you call deciduous fruit trees really do well here. Not the apples, but guess what's the first trees I planted? Apple trees. In Louisiana, I didn't, the first thing I planted was an apple tree, knowing that they grow well in New York. I'm not in New York, what am I doing? And that's what we all do. We all go after those things for some reason. I think we're like addicts. We're like, what you would call it, we need the adrenaline, the rush of gambling. That's what we need, because every year you plant those trees, every year it's a gamble. And for some reason it does it for us. It gets us that kick. It gets us whatever endorphins we need going off in our brain. It gives it to us. And we're like, oh, my tree almost died, but it made it. The freeze almost killed my lemon, but it survived. And it's like died all the way back to the little stump. And it just gives us that rush. We're in America. We're just used to, we're all addicts in this country. We're just used to some form of stimulation. And many times that gives it to us. But the things that grow well, the things that we know how to grow, the things that are easy for us to grow, that's not a challenge to us as Americans, right? That's not a challenge to us, so we don't want to do those things. So I made it my mission. This year, I was thinking this. I'm like, I gotta get people back to growing the things they need, not the things they see on TV. YouTube is gonna destroy your garden. TV is gonna destroy your garden, because you're in Oregon, you're in Idaho, you're in New York, you're in Detroit, and you're trying to grow what you see people growing in Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida, Alabama, Georgia. It's cool to watch those, but keep in mind what I'm trying to tell you is plant what works in your area first. Get those semi-native, they're not native, but you know what I mean, like they're really used to your environment. Get those kind of fruits and vegetables, those kind of trees, get those established. Once you get those trees established, then you start playing the game, the gardening game. Then you start playing Russian roulette with everything else, like me, you know. Then you can start buying star fruits from Green Dreams, trying to make it work. Then you can start buying Barbados cherries and just all of those things that, hey, it might make it. I maybe can get them to make it, but more than likely, it's going to be a challenge. So you get all of your challenge, or all of your challenge things, all of the things that are going to be a challenge to you, put that on the back end. Those things that are going to be easy, those things that are tried and true, those things that do well year after year, even though the climate is shifting a little bit, those things are the things you want to do right now, this year. Potatoes grow well in your area, go after potatoes. Sweet potatoes, whatever it is, and y'all don't really have the little weevils and all of that in y'all soil, go after that. If you fought something 3-4 years, it's cool to fight it. But what about plant more of that thing that's doing well for you? Plant more of those things that are doing really well, those things that are producing. If you're having a good cucumber year, grow more cucumbers, and you probably can't eat that many cucumbers. Juice them. Figure out ways to use and utilize the things that really grow well in your area. Beans, asparagus beans, grow well here. I almost know, even the pest pressure that I get, those asparagus beans grow so well, so fast, so quickly that those little bugs, those little leaf-footed nymphs, they can't even eat them all. Those are the kind of things you need to do. And then I'm left fighting with the tomato hornworm, cabbage worm that are even eating my peppers. I'm like, I don't even grow cabbages, so I was like, I'm not gonna have a problem with cabbage worms because I don't even have any cabbage out here. They're gonna eat kale. The cabbage worm is gonna eat your peppers up. They're gonna eat everything. So it's just learning what works? What works? And that's what that song is about. I know it's a different song, but I think that's what I'm going to use that song for. And you just can't do it all the time. You can't get what you want all the time. That's the truth. But sometimes you get just a little bitty chance for God to bless you with the things you need. Thank y'all for watching the Go Firmer Network. Thank y'all for sticking with me, all those long-time viewers, long-time people that just watched and never subscribed, those people that have always clicked the thumbs up button on our videos, those that have helped share our message through Facebook or Instagram and all of that. The rain is here, you probably can hear it. Those people, we want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart. And that's it. I'm going inside because I don't want this camera to get too wet. But keep that in mind. You can't always get what you want. And sometimes you can get what you need. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, grow, grow,